Hello everybody, I'm /MVC. Welcome back to the Cataclysm. These are our characters, Birdie Hodges and Kanji Kurokawa. In the last episode we looted this, what's it called? Farm supply store. I came back in here, I was about to start recording, and I realized I didn't see this in the last episode. We got a safe in here. Oop, that's a bathroom. Let's try that again. I think I took off my stethoscope, actually. Yep, I sure did. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go get our stethoscope then. Because that is definitely something I want to check out. We got a lot of good loots out of here. And I also changed around Birdie's inventory a little bit. It was kind of messy. I think tools are here, and then I'm looking for... Actually, a stethoscope. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a sort armor button. I forgot about that. So Birdie's torso encumbrance is sitting at about 14. Not too bad. And we found baseball bats inside there, right? So what I did was just tell her I want to trade so I can show you. She's carrying a combat knife. She hasn't put on the sheath, so I guess I'm going to have to somehow tell her to use that. I went ahead and gave her a Glock 22, put it in a fast draw holster for her, so she's got some 40 S&W if she needs it. And then, where's the weapon? Oh, she's holding that now. Where did she put the baseball bat then? Uh-oh. Alright, so she prefers the pistol now. I gave her a baseball bat to use. Huh. Alright, well, I'll let her use that ammo up, and then I'll have her switch back to the baseball bat when she runs out, I guess. Let's try to bear that in mind. I don't want to forget that she dropped the baseball bat somewhere. I wonder where it is. She probably dropped it in the car? I don't know. I don't know why she would drop it. Maybe she had trouble storing the item. I don't know. Anyway, let's put on our stethoscope and fiddle around with this safe here. It's going to take a little time. It's going to delay us just a little bit getting to the mountain butte, but we're almost there. So we'll crack the safe, eat, drink, hop in the car, and then we'll go. Kunji's actually cracking this a little faster. Looks like about a 6-hour crack, maybe. Last time it was 10, but it does work his safe cracking skill. Hopefully it works his devices skill. You know, we've done a lot of lockpicking, a lot of safe cracking, and that kind of thing. It all practices devices. Well, guess what else devices manages? I believe it's setting traps like landmines and such. We got landmines sitting around that, you know. Okay, we've got the safe cracked. Let's open the safe. Let's find out what's inside. Okay. There was one cigarette and one thing of paper in the safe. Yeah, this whole safe cracking thing's really not working out for us very well. Now about that baseball bat, I'm going to guess she dropped it and it fell through. So let's see if I can do a view mode like this. Yeah, there's a baseball bat. Did she drop it? No, she didn't drop it in the compartment. She dropped it where she was standing. Now, she may not have had inventory space for it, because I haven't given her a backpack, because I want to keep her torso encumbrance down. Okay, there's nothing else inside of the vehicle. Alright, Birdie, that's fine about the baseball bat. I'm going to guess she switched to the gun, And then she wasn't able to put the baseball bat in her inventory. So I'm actually going to carry it, I think, and then I'll just hand it to her whenever she needs it. She also had the Beretta Storm, but it would not go in the fast draw holster that she had. So let's make sure this is the guns. No, that's not the guns. Here we go. Let's drop. This is the gun. I actually gave her a magazine. Okay, I'm going to hold on to the baseball bat. Right, we've got the Molotov cocktails, and I need to drop those 4 cardboards. Okay, well, I'll drop some stuff that needs to be sorted. So this is our sorting zone right here. So anything I drop over there, I should be able to auto sort. So I'm just going to drop the thread, the batteries, and the cardboards, and the cigarette pack with the cigarette over there. And we'll hold on to the baseball bat in case Birdie needs it. All right. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Right, we've got a scrapyard. Of the 2 roads, it looks like this one is probably the most likely to go closer to our destination. So I'm going to set drive to go there. Can't see a path forward. What, you can't turn around? Odd. Is there anything in the highway? No. Okay. Let's try that again. We're starting out from here. There's no way he can't see a path forward to this location. Let's go. Right, there is a scrapper at the scrapyard. Not somebody that we're likely to be able to recruit, I'm sure. I've talked to one scrapper before. They each give scrapping missions. Oh. Looky there, we've got something on the side of the road. Some kind of trapdoor spider or worm or something. And we got a bee in the middle of the highway. Oh my, what is going on down here? Yeah, oh, there's something showing up in the middle of the road right there. I think that may be a nest of some kind. And we've got a radio tower. So we've got wasp guards, rodent skulls. Chunk of biosilicified chitin sinew, or chitin sinew. Biosilicified chitin. Chunks of chitin. Yeah, boy, these wasps have been at war down here. But the war was a long time ago, I think. Human bones. Puddles of hemolith. Human bones, and rodent skulls. Wow. I'm looking for this, it looked like there was something in the middle of the road, but it must just be a funny thing with the map. Look at all the human bones. Wow. Okay, well, we'll just keep driving. I'm sure those wasps can fly right over the fence, but they don't seem to be moving. That's a bummer that we can't climb that radio tower, but there's no way I'm getting out of the truck. Looks like I forgot to eat and rest, but that's okay. I think if we can get to a relatively safe area just outside the mountain butte, we'll rest in preparation for exploring that area. And I've been thinking about this. Yesterday I was thinking a lot about this, and I thought, I think I'll leave Birdie behind for this one. If something dreadful happens, at least she'll survive. Okay, so we've got a motel, and this is the end of the road. We may have to proceed to the mountain butte on foot. We've got dense forest all the way across. Now, as far as, is there going to be a way to drive across this field? I don't know. I think we may have to find out on foot. Which is kind of a bummer. This motel, by the way, probably not going to be a safe location to hole up unless we clear the zombs out. So we got a zombie child and some kind of destroyed tour bus. It may not be too awful bad here. And if not, this could make a temporary parking spot for us. Got some crashed vehicles down here in the parking lot. Yeah, it's nothing Kunji and Birdie can't handle. The question is, do I really want to hike through that much forest? And risk running into something awful? Or we could just go back and take the field. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to take the field because I think we can get closer and do a little less footwork. Let's go ahead and stop, or throw it in reverse here. We'll just drive past the Wasp Massacre one more time. Would have been more interested in that if it hadn't had dead end into a dense forest. What I didn't use was my view mode to see what was laying around. Other than the chitin and the skulls and the, oh, look at there, a military flight suit. Huh. Military flight helmet. So, it was a U.S. airman who was murdered by these wasps, eh? Alright, we should be clear of the forest. There's a crater there, burned ground. Okay. And so we've got a dead body in the field here. Somebody wearing a fedora and sunglasses. Great, looking good to the west. Oh yeah, looks like the forest is going to break for us. Fantastic. Why does Kunji have so much better luck than Mark Crump? I don't understand. If this was Mark, as we know from the last episode, this whole field would be covered in giant ants, and there would be no passage through the forest. But Kunji comes out here, and it's just another Sunday drive through the beautiful landscape. Granted, Mark's is a few days ahead. I think Mark's on like day 84, but it's only like 6 days. Is it going to get that much worse for Kunji in the next 6 days, or is it a luck thing, I wonder? Okay, look, this open field even breaks out into another highway. Wow. What luck. Perfect. Now, let's check our mission again. So this is the one we're on, which is find the source of the robots for Gabriel Ayers, the representative. I don't usually hear much from command, but we got a message by radio recently. You might be the right choice to look into it for me. There have been reports of weird robots and things wandering around since things went south. Dunno how, but apparently command tracked down what they think is the source. They want someone to go check out who is making these, and if we can get any tech or assistance from them. This is strictly recon, you understand. Could be a hostile entity, so do not engage directly. Uh-huh. And by do not engage directly, do you mean drive right up on them? What is this right here? Ladybug. Yeah, the big bee always gets my attention. Big red bee. Ladybug. Is this a supply drop? It is. Another motel? Okay. You hear Birdie saying, I suggest a tactical retreat from that riot control platform southwest. Good idea, Birdie. We've got one tough zombie visible. I'm going to examine this newspaper page that we just drove past. Yep, we haven't seen this one yet. Riot in Banksley. Irony was hot and dangerous in Banksley, Vermont today, where a fight broke out in a local coffee shop, reportedly starting over a dispute about the details of a similar riot in Carlhaven, Nebraska. Within an hour, the fight had expanded to engulf the local downtown core. Danielle Lewiston, a server who fled the scene, was available for a phone interview. It was like nothing I've ever seen, describes Danielle. One minute it's a normal Friday morning. The next it's a bar brawl. By the time I got out of there, most of the restaurant was involved. I got in my car and just bolted home and then called the cops. Turns out they're all in the fight. The secretary and I, we got a hold of the military, and finally they came in and cleared things up. Stabilizing the riots required the dispatch of 3 National Guard units. Casualty reports are, as yet, unavailable. There's a steel drum somewhere out in the highway. One tough zombie. Okay. This is a complex-looking parking lot out here. What's the building? Another motel. Alright, so whoever we're investigating has settled in an area with lots of hotels. Oh, I'm still wearing the stethoscope. That's why I can't hear. I need to take that off. Okay, so we've come to a stop. I'm going to stop driving right here. I'm going to take the stethoscope off so I can hear something. Very good. Oh, okay. So the supply drop is the crates of the supply drop have already been opened. How far do we have to go on foot from here? Not far. Not far at all. I wonder, this is a small motel? Surely there's not that much going on. We could turn this into our intermediate parking zone. Nice little place to do it, actually. Although I wonder, with this pickup truck, do I even need... Hey, before we go into combat, we should eat and drink. Thinking about getting into some of this smoked meat. Oh, I've taken in lots of good calories and stuff in the form of... Oh, we're just going to keep living on cookies. I'll make more later. And let's get some lemon lime soda. A rehydration drink. There we go. Now I'm full and hydrated. I'm just a little tired. We'll wield the machete. Or the baseball bat. We'll wield the machete. Riot control platform, 58 tiles to the southwest. Oh, the tough zombie is attacking the riot control platform, which means it's probably out of ammunition. Now, the twin to that platform may not be. There's probably another one on the other side. Kind of checking here to see. Yeah, there's another riot control platform here. Now, there's an expended casing, and what do we got? Corpse of a decayed zombie. Some magazines, holsters, and whatnot down here. That's good. We could, I guess, get closer to this wall and take a peek around. Here we go. I just want to see if the other one... So the other one has empty casings around. So I'm going to guess it's out of ammo also, hopefully. Would be a dreadful mistake to make if it's not. Probably take a beanbag to the chest. Okay. But what I was mainly curious about, these things attract zombies, and I was afraid there was going to be a giant horde of zombies here. But that tough zombie, should we take him out? Nah, we'll just leave him there. So we've got a steel drum. What does this sign say? Travelier Motel. Okay. I think this is a safe place to park Birdie. I don't want to take her with me on this exploration mission. So I'm going to tell her something new. There's something I want you to do. Guard this position. She says, I'm on watch. Okay. Let's go complete the Find the Robots mission, if possible. Nothing but some chickmunks about. Okay, so this rocky butte It has kind of the same formation characteristics as a cave. Ah, look here though. We've got a closed metal door jutting out of the rocky butte, and it looks like there's some spiked pit traps out also. Hopefully no landmines. I don't see any monsters around. Searching for landmines as I go. Okay. So we've reached the door, or whatever that is. Metal wreckage. Spiked pits. Closed metal door. There should be some kind of intercom system if this works like Hub 01. But I'm not seeing one. These are just rocks, right? Or are they disguised microphones? Also, hear me find the source of the robots mission. Ah, here we go. There's a ground level entrance indicated on my map, actually. Alright, good to know. We have a sign here. I don't know what it says yet. Oh, another newspaper page. New England Cut Off. We've read that one. Okay, what? We heard something here. From above you, you heard heavy thuds. From above me? That's weird. Well, the front door is open. From above you and from above you, you heard heavy thuds. Oh dear, what are these? Upcycled turret. Uh-oh. Ignoring and can see. So these are ignoring me. Okay, what's this? Scavenged utility light. Let's have a look at these. Uninjured, immobile, dangerous, and ignoring. This is an upcycled turret. This hefty turret appears to be bolted together out of various scraps of technology, many of them extremely foreign looking. It is equipped with a hefty looking machine gun. Okay, first of all, as soon as I stepped through the door, if those things were hostile, Kunji would be dead. So, that's a fact. I still don't really want to walk in there, but I forgot to remind Birdie that she's supposed to inherit everything that I own when I die, but she probably knows that already. I mean, look, would the game Cataclysm give us a mission to investigate that and show us where the entrance is just to shoot us? Surely Cataclysm would not do that. Okay, the sign says, traders come well avant. What does that mean? Holy shit. I mean, yeah, if you were hostile, you are dead. There's another one at the end of the hallway? My God, man. Peeking upstairs, I just see more guns. From the southeast, you hear Rubik, cyborg, saying, "I hear something moving." Sounded like heavy thuds. Oh, I didn't mean to move forward there, but I did. So here are some more Exodi. These are ignoring us. Here we go. Exodi worker, ignoring. Okay. Riveted metal crates. I mean, Jesus Christ. If any of this stuff goes hostile, I'm just dead. Just dead. Okay. Rubik the Cyborg is now on our map. And his name is not in red, so he's not by default hostile. Let's stop wielding our weapon, however. I mean, because obviously we're not going to take down these Exodi with our machete. Okay, there's Rubik. Okay, let's talk to Rubik the Cyborg. Oi, you ain't dead. Looking to trade? Who are you? What is this place? Let's call us the Exodi, eh? And other things. But that's good. This is our home, such as it. Listen's monarched as Rubik, and tasked with a trade, and you looking to trade? Listen is sell for the scrap. Metal and more as it be. Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense, yeah. Some kind of robot. Oh, this is neat. We've got some options based on our stats. So if you have at least intelligence 9, you can mention that the word Exodi kind of suggests exodus or exile. Or if you have a perception of 6, you can say that the tech looks rather weird. I'm going to say, you're called Exodi? Does that mean you were driven out of your home? Oh yeah, right and so. Each and every. We wonder. We make do. It's a living. Well, what drove you out? Same as you will be, I'm akin. The enemy. The dead. Oh. Interesting. So, like, what are you doing here? Making do, same as you, and I'm kin. Last home got a bit too dead and putrid round the edges like. Happens to the best of 'em. Caught a gibber that made us ken about your place here, fired up the old wibble-wammels, and boom. Now it's all tick-tock on a Zimmer. Here we be. Got a good timing this time. I raz you only been dead a few days when we wobbled in. Freshest corpse this'n seen in a kitchen sink. Intelligence or perception 9. We can say, are you aliens or something? Yeah, you could call us as it. Us are from other lands, most like, not other worlds, though. Too risky bringing them squelchies into the fold. I don't know the difference between other lands and other worlds. Sure, and that's a big un. Other worlds be the wherefore of them uggo buggers you got round here, eh? Walking plants and talking mushrooms and what like. Other lands be tasked more of a kinship. I be from Earth, but my Earth be differed. So you should no be asking what the Exodia is doing on Earth, because some is feeling of us just fine and fine at home. And I'm kin. You should be asking what the Exodia is doing razzing up your green and brown. Okay then, what are you doing razzing up our green and brown? Aside from just living in such a cozy nook, us be mining, you ken it. Picking the scraps, seeing if your other world has any tech worth an upside down. No sense letting good scraps go to waste. If we're lucky, picking a few new Exodia before we wobble out. Picking up the pieces of our sweet, shattered dreams, such like. Well, what do you mean, go to waste? The zombies aren't using the scrap, and there's plenty to go around. This'n be a dead land, I'm akin. You got you a case of the willies ain't gonna sing along. No cure for these rats and fleas. Are you saying you think we're doomed? Why would you have come here if there wasn't some way to survive? Oh, us can wobble along as needs. Send the scrap back, brings in the foods, and shakes off a willy or three, can it? No good for you. Won't take too much meat and bone. Well, could you help me fix that? Oh, well, this'll put that into the key and lock if in your kin. Maybe you could bring us a mite in trade, and we'll see if we can fix you good and soon. Let no exote turn away a willin' Benny, and so it is. Okay, well, I've got some stuff I could trade right now. Let's see what he's got. What the hell is a 3PA? He's got an exote gun. Wait a minute. For $60, we could trade for an exote gun? Okay. He's got a manual on CBM interface. It's a wiring reference. He's got some bionics to trade. 4 alarm system CBMs, anti-glare compensator CBMs, 2 electromagnetic unit CBMs, finger hack CBM, 3 finger lighter CBMs. Excuse me. Internal chronometer CBM, intravenous needle tip CBM. These are not all that expensive, obviously. He also has Nomex thread, CBM interface wire kits, Cataphract armor for 100, Corinthian helm. Wow, this must be awesome shit. He's holding, though, a Remington 1100. Well, I guess we need to go look at our trade goods. Actually, we've completed this mission at this time. Yeah, I got nothing to trade. I didn't bring anything with me. Let's examine. Can I hit E to examine what a 3PAMD is? Yeah. The most popular gun to use in the 12.3 LN cartridge was, of course, the PA Maryland 71. Its predecessor, the MD68, was viewed by many as a sort of failure. Although it was reliable and powerful, it was too heavy to be used as a good infantry weapon, and not really heavy enough to be a good support gun. Enough were made, though, that during the zombie apocalypse it gained a great deal of resurgent popularity as a light emplacement gun that used readily available ammunition. It perfectly served the purposes of the exote, who had far less concern about its unwieldiness. It uses the 12.3 LN round. Does a ton of damage. Could install it in a vehicle as a mounted exote battle rifle. Hell yeah, we could. Let's have a look at the... he's got 3 boxes of rounds, too. So he's also got a weapon called a Xiphos. It's a bronze sword of ancient Greek origin, wielded as a sidearm to the dory spear. 28 cut, with a 2-hit bonus of +1. That is pretty cool. Also, I mean, I'm going to have to research these CBMs a little bit. Looks like he's got a finger pick CBM and a trickle charger CBM he won't trade. I want to examine this armor set too. Cataphract armor. This armor, made of interlocking plates of burnished bronze, appears to be either a high-quality recreation or a genuine artifact. Despite having an ancient design and is in mint condition aside from some battle damage, it covers the shoulders to the hips and is of extremely high quality. Wow. It's made out of Thessalonian bronze. That's totally insane. Okay. So he's got leggings to match, but they're a poor fit. What is this Corinthian helm? An ancient Greek bronze helmet that provides excellent protection for the head. Owner, the Exodi. Okie dokie. Wow. So you could trade for a full set of cataphract armor with a Corinthian helm. I'd have to refit the leggings, which... holy cow. Okay. Sorry, but I don't have anything to trade right now. Any chance you could help me get some of those sweet bionic upgrades? He says, oh, well, I'll put that into the key unlock. If you can, maybe you could bring us some might and trade. Okay. Right, okay, I'll come back when I've traded a bit more. Hold on, I think we accidentally closed it. Alright, let's talk to Rubik again. He says, forgot something? Yeah, actually I wanted to talk and just say, he says, oi, can I bark you something first? You want to ask me a question? Sure, I guess. How long it's been since this mess happened? I don't know, 3 months? Lovely. Benzet's gonna be a pair, that's a track. I mean, they'll be right happy. This is their first jump, and it's a flappin' duck. Well, who is, Benzetti? Them's an otherlander from thrice jumps and change wide as the sky. They's got happily on summit for tracking, you ken? I mean, yeah, I basically understand what you're trying to say because I used to read Robert Heinlein, so it's pretty much Robert Heinlein speak. Can we talk about something else? Yeah, can we talk about something else? Can we continue our conversation about your arrival? What makes it such a good jump? Us gotta leave the old world afore it's worn right to the gums, and you can, and find a nice twitchy one on the other side. Your dead land be a brand shiny. So you mean we have a nice freshly dead world for you to visit? You ken it rightly. That and this be nice. Being nice for all. Over top, the last jump by heads. Other lands with fusilies and mobbings. Us gets a fine change on that. So you're from a place where this happened before, and you escaped our world. Just so, aye. Again and again, this'n has seen it. Too many times. Do you know what's going on? What caused all this? I need to scroll up a bit. If I do that like this. Yeah. Come on. There we go. This'n can't tell you rightly, but those what have a bottle and a cork, what fits it, they yark about the enemy. Most folks got a story like that in their old hearth tales, and I'm ken. A bad way from times old come back. Old Rubik don't know much about that, but something makes them bodies walk and moan, and it don't seem to be something of the way of your kin, our kin. How it gets in, well, that be anyone's for a guess. It can come the way we came, wibbling and wobbling, but it don't always. How it be the end of your dead land, Rubik can't say for you. So it can come like you did? Did you bring it here? No. Blustering clouds? No. Rubik's voice comes haltingly, as if they are picking their words with unusual care for clarity. We done a few things what Rubik don't like to pickle and to think about, but never that. We came after the fall, long after, always. Yeah, right, fair enough. I mean, I pretty well believe that. So are you some kind of robot? Robot? What a cert is for it? Hold. Rubik stops for a moment, as if thinking. Ah, an automate. No, this'n be flesh and blood as ye be, encased in a shell of metal and wire. Not so much flesh as there were. The wire is a mixed in, afloat with the flesh. All as one, can it? Oh, so you're a cyborg of some kind? That's awesome. How do I become a cyborg? Oh, well, us'll put that into the key and lock if you can. Right, well, I'll come back when I have more to trade. Does that mean that our mission marker has been satisfied? So it doesn't update your missions, right? So let me look at my map. Yeah, okay, so it's indicating that I should leave the area according to the map. Alright, folks, there you go. We met this guy named Rubik, the cyborg. We have the ability to trade for awesome weapons and armor and cybernetic implants. But first, we need to report back to Gabriel Ayers, apparently. I hesitate to look around, but surely he won't mind if we just have a glance. Oh, okay, that's like, I definitely don't want to accidentally attack any of these things, though. There. Oh, yeah. Alright, then. A lockbox over here. Can't quite see it. There we go. What is this? A sealed metal crate. So my mission marker has not updated, even though I talked to Rubik. So I'm not sure how to finish this mission then. I guess I need to wander around and investigate more, or... Now, if I move around, then it continues to indicate my mission marker there. I wonder, though. Let's see. Okay, no matter how high I look, it still shows it right there. Oh, okay, look. Down, up. So it's indicating what? That I went up and my mission marker is down, correct? Ground level entrance. Distance to active mission, 0 tiles. Interesting that mission didn't update, so I'm going to go get on the Cataclysm Wiki and find out if I completed this mission or if it's bugged or what's going on. And I'll be back in the next episode to do whatever comes next. Thank you for joining me for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. See you in the next one. And in the meantime, take care.